Hey guys, how's it going? Right, I've been absent from YouTube for a couple of weeks now. It was absolutely necessary. For one, I had a period where I did not feel well at all and I had to go see my doctor, but don't worry, I'm doing much better now. And for two, the energies have been up and down, and as an empath, I'm literally absorbing everything. I do apologise. The first screen that you kind of see there has got coffins on it, but it's for a good reason, because I just want to highlight something to you guys, some stuff that's been coming out. And I think that I have a duty of care to my subscribers to, let them know exactly what the shit that's been going on. Let's just put it like this. The shit's about to hit the fan. And I just think that some of you guys could do, at the end of the day, we're all going through an awakening process because we're all starting to question things. We're all starting to notice things that seem a bit dodgy. And if you look to Facebook and Twitter, everybody's fucking doing it. Everybody's waking up. Everybody's waking up. And some people just need to know, those that aren't waking up need a bit of a reality check. So KK's here to give it. Like I say, I feel like I've got a duty of care to you guys. So I'm just going to get stuck into this. Like I say, the personals are kind of on hold at the minute. I am still doing them, but they're few and far between. Let's just put it like that. So if there are delays and things like that, by all means book your reading, but I can't guarantee that you're going to get it on time. That's the only thing. So at least I'm, putting it out there right now, just so that nobody's under false impressions that they're going to get readings either on the day or within a couple of days. Because, like I say, if I'm not feeling too good, or if the energy is too overwhelming because so many people are in distress and it's rubbing off on me, then I'm not going to sit there and do a reading. So at the end of the day, I just want you guys to be aware of that. Get your readings, you will 100% receive it. It just may not be at the time that you want it. I'm just putting that out there, okay? Right, let me get stuck into this. I need to zoom into this a little bit. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, okay? So what I want you to pay attention to is this is the kind of stuff that's going on Facebook. So we've got here, it says, stop making mockery of coronavirus. It's real. See what happened in Italy in just one day. And as you can see, it looks like a hanger. And you've got all these coffins. And yeah, that's going to tug on your heartstrings, but it's also going to freak you the fuck out. Let's be honest. And then look what we found. Right here. Same picture. Same hanger. Look, you can see the same people there. I'm just going to pull this back up so you can see, look, same people there. Right? Stood in the same position. Yeah? And then look at this. Hundreds of African migrants feared dead off the coastline of Lampedusa, Italy, October 5th, right? 2013, you guys. 2013, yeah? Coffins of some of the African migrants killed in a shipwreck off the Italian coast set in a hangar at the Lampedusa airport on October 5th, 2013 in Lampedusa, Italy. The search for the bodies continues. Okay, so basically what you are starting to see on Facebook, yeah, is propaganda. Right? Joseph Goebbels would be extremely proud of the fuckwits putting this shit out, okay? I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it as it is. If you don't like what I'm saying or you don't agree with it, for one, I don't think you can argue with the facts. And for two, leave. It's as simple as that. You're obviously not ready. But what I will say is, just because you might not be ready now, and I'm telling you to leave, do not think that that's a bitchy thing, okay? Because when you want to come back, and you finally want the truth, and you're finally starting to see that we're being fed a load of bullshit, I will be waiting with open arms. I just want that out there, okay? Just because you're not ready now, no need to get bitchy. Just because you're not ready now doesn't mean to say that you won't be pretty soon and pretty quickly, all right? Let's move on. All right, let's take a closer look at this one. Let's zoom in on this one, okay? So, right here, we've got BBC News on this side here. It says, Africa-Europe migration, Lampedusa survivor remembers. There we go, there it is. That's what the BBC put out, right? And that was 2014, when really this whole operation actually started in 2013. This information is not hard to figure out. And then we've got someone here who's got a blue tick, Malika Fori. Yeah? Saying this is Bergamo, Italy, right? This guy, yeah, is either one of two things, yeah? He's either ill-informed and is bought into the fake news stream that's coming out at the minute himself, or he is an operator, a shill of those that want you to believe. So in other words, a media shill. Right, so what's a media shill? A shill is somebody who puts out disinformation for a purpose, okay? So they have so the media and these people like Malika Fori have got a common purpose, and that is to put out disinformation, right? So what is the goal? Why are these people putting out disinformation? Well, they want you panicked. And also, I just want to point out that people all over the UK, people all over the United States are actually looking at this situation in Italy and saying, yeah, these numbers don't add up. This don't add up, right? So we had some clever guys working on this, clearly, that have managed to debunk a hell of a lot of fake shit going on at the minute. So why would the news lie? I mean, we've seen this all over. Why would these people lie? What is the goal? What do they get out of lying about this, okay? Again, use discernment and actually start thinking for yourself, okay? That's the whole point, yeah? Now look at this, look at this. Okay, Patriots, so I'm watching the movie Unlocked on Showtime. And this scene pops up of coffins lined up, and guess where I saw that exact picture? From my mainstream media telling us that it's Italy right now. Because of COVID-19 virus. So not only did they use, look at the hanger, look at the way that the people are stood, right? Not only did they use that image for the African migrants that were shipwrecked, 2013, and then the operation continued to get the bodies in 2014. But also, this movie was made in 2017. So even this movie used the image of the migrant shipwreck, and then they also went in. So basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is, things like this, that is the stockpiled images. That's what they are. They're stockpiled images. All right? And they are used continuously with the hope that nobody is going to pick up on this shit, okay? So I'm just pointing out the obvious right there, okay? Then look at this one. So we've got two here. So I believe it was CBN that put out the bottom image of New York. And I believe, and obviously clearly we can see there, Sky News put out the top image of Italy. So which ones, can you spot the difference? Can you spot the difference? It says here, top photo was shared last week from an ICU in Italy. Bottom photo was shared of an ICU in New York this week. Notice the difference. There isn't one. And this is your mainstream media, ladies and gents. Wake up, you are being fed lies. Careful where you get your info, because unfortunately you can't trust much anymore. So think about this. These are two massive, right, mainstream media news sources, yeah? And they are giving you the same image for two separate geographical locations. New York and Italy. They're not exactly side by side. Again, we've seen this constantly. And I'm just giving you some examples, but believe me, we are seeing this constantly, right? A lot of you really do need to start signing up to Twitter at this point, because this information is coming out on Twitter. Now, Facebook is still shadow banning people. I've got two separate Facebook accounts, one for the tarot, one which is personal, and my personal one at the minute has been completely shadow banned. I mean, I'm going to be lucky for anybody to get any of my posts. And I've got over 540 friends on there. And I would probably say about 90% of them are not getting what I'm putting out on Facebook. So I've clearly been shadow banned. And if you don't believe that shadow banning really happens, again, head in the sand. It is up to you to get your own head out of the sand, okay? Nobody else can do that for you. I'm urging everybody at this point to start getting the head out of the sand. Some of you already have your head out of the sand. Some of you have already seen this. But, again, some people really do need to start waking up at this point. Now, I'm not saying this virus is fake. I'm not. I do believe that, we all know coronaviruses exist. But the timing of this compared to all the, put it like this. If it was as bad as the media are making out, if this virus was as bad as the media, why would they need to use fake imagery? If it was as bad as they're making out, why would they need to use fake imagery? This isn't rocket science. Think for yourself. Right, moving on. Look at this, right? 69-year-old, retired Milwaukee police lieutenant, died from COVID-19, yeah? University of Memphis professor dies from coronavirus. Seriously, right? Again, more fake news. More fake news. And then look at this, yeah? I want to zoom in on this because this guy's daughter actually passed comment on this, okay? Now, let's take a look at this, right? So, she says, my papa never died from this virus, and the media and the lying-ass government is fraud. He had health issues way before this happened. He did not confirm with our family that he had that shit. And the media want clout off his name. This is going too far. Coronavirus can't you effing days. So again, right, this is the media using any excuse they can to push the COVID-19. Right, so why would they need to do that? Why would they need to lie? If the numbers are adding up the way that they say they are, if the big rush in the hospitals are adding up as they say they are, right, then why would they need to put fake shit on this? Again, use discernment. Look at this, Greta Thunberg. It is a fucking miracle. Look at that, guys. So right there, it says on this post an hour ago, Greta says she may have COVID and is self-isolating, yeah? Right, and then it says 10 minutes ago. So this is a 50-minute gap, you guys. 50-minute gap, right? It says she's recovered. Hallelujah! Greta recovered from COVID-19 in 50 minutes. Again, more fake fuckery. Now look at this one. The Daily Mail. The Daily Mail, right, is literally like the fucking, I don't know, pain in my ass. Let's just put it like that. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson's quarantine is over. The Hollywood couple struck down by coronavirus, pictured smiling in LA after flying back home from Australia via private jet. Now I want you to take a close look at this picture. Notice anything odd about it? Does Rita look normal to you? Or does this photo look legit? Does this photo look I would say this photo probably looks legit. Yeah? Yeah? And this is coming from the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail put it out. It must be true. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson must have landed together at LA Airport. Nothing untoward, okay? Right, now look at this. That's the original photo. Look, I'm just going to zoom in on this so that you can see for yourselves. Right, look. Yeah, the way that his arm is. He's carrying a briefcase. Look at the way his mouth. Look at the background here. This big white thing here that's sort of behind him. Yeah, the railing and everything. And then there's two guys stood next to him, yeah? So just bear that in mind because I'm going to go back now. And I want you to just take one more look at Tom Hanks. Look. You wouldn't have known, had I not shown you, that Rita Wilson was photoshopped into that picture. You wouldn't have known at all, right? And the point to this is, if they can Photoshop Rita Wilson into a photo of Tom Hanks, you know, landing at LA and being greeted by what looks like, you know, two servicemen, let's be honest, yeah? Right? You wouldn't have known that was faked because it looked pretty fucking convincing. But no, it's fake. And my point to this is if they can do that, if they can Photoshop Rita onto a photo with Tom Hanks and clearly the man's in custody, if they can Photoshop that, what else can they Photoshop? That's my point. That is why we all need to be extremely fucking concerned moving forward, yeah, about exactly what the media is telling us and what the media is showing us. Because believe you me, when I say that they are corrupt to the core, I damn well put it like this. Every media corporation that you can think of is owned, right? Every media company that you can think of is owned by 6 corporations. That's it, 6. And what if all those 6 corporations are all in tandem with each other? That means they can spill the same narrative. That means that everything that you see on the TV, if it sounds like it's being read from a script, it's because it is. Moving on. Okay, so I'm involved with a group of researchers, and that's basically what we've been doing. You know, because obviously with me being ill, I've not been able to do a lot of tarot and things like that. And obviously the energy's not been right with me for it anyway. So I've put a lot of time, you know, just while I'm sitting on my phone anyway, into helping a research group into this stuff. And basically we were looking at the UK cases of respiratory deaths. Okay, now I'm only showing you this just to sort of keep, and I will keep you posted on where this goes. So basically, we've got 2017 up here. Here we've got you know, 2018, and then 2019, and then 2020, and it stops in the 2020 mark. It stops on the 13th. So this is weekly deaths due to respiratory illness. Okay, so if you go right to the bottom, you'll see 13th of March, MAR 20, okay? And the cases of deaths during that week was 11,019. Do you guys see that? Now, if you look up to the 10th of March 2017, it was 11,077. The 16th of March 2018, it was 12,700 odd. And then for 15th of March 2019, it was 10,500 odd. So the only reason why I'm showing you this, right, is because up until the 13th of March, there was absolutely no change in the deaths due to respiratory illness. And the thing is, it was agreed that, you know, the number of deaths from coronavirus are technically classed as respiratory disease. Okay, so again, these deaths would be counted in with these numbers. Now, I've got a good friend that's keeping an eye on those numbers. So when they, you know, come out with the 20th of March, 27th of March, 3rd of April, etc. and so forth, those numbers are going to be kept a good eye on. So believe me when I say that, you know, when the truth's coming out, it will come out, because we're going to see if those numbers are a lot higher than they have been in previous years, because that will give us a rough idea, for the UK at least, a rough idea of exactly what's going on. Because if the coronavirus is being passed off on regular deaths due to respiratory illnesses such as, you know, lung cancers and things like that, or, you know, even heart attacks, and, well, I wouldn't say heart attacks, it's not really respiratory, but you know what I mean, emphysema, COPD, etc., etc. You know, if the number of the deaths change and are a lot higher, then yeah, we can pinpoint that and say, all right, yeah, coronavirus is clearly doing a lot of damage. But if those numbers don't change, that will be very telling. So I'm only showing you this just so that you know that you've got some good guys working on this to get the truth out to you. Okay, so right, I'm going to leave that there, you guys, just for now. I just wanted you to understand not everything you're seeing in the media and not everything you're seeing on social media is the truth, and I just want you guys to have a bit of discernment. But before I go, I just want to put a request out, you know, because I've got no doubt people from all over the world, you know, are subscribed to me, and no matter what part of the world you're in, if you've got some information and you can remain anonymous, that is absolutely fine by me. You can remain anonymous, but if you've got any information from your areas that you feel like is relevant to what's going on, you know, whether it's you know, absolute proof of something, or whether you're debunking something, you know, whether it be photos, videos, or even just testimony, I want you to get in touch. My email's on the screen. I want you to get in touch. I want you to let me know, okay? And like I say, you've got my word. You're going to remain anonymous if that's the case. But like I say, it would be handy to get a perspective from everyone around the world, especially healthcare workers from around the world, okay? Right? Don't go emailing me to have a go at me, right? Because I'm just going to tell you to fuck off right there and then and come back when you're ready to wake up, all right? If something's true, let me know. If something's fake, let me know. I'm asking, all I'm doing, right? That's the thing. I'm trying to tell people, don't bitch at me because I'm asking for the truth. That is what I'm doing. I don't want to be like social media. I don't want to be like mainstream media, right? Because I don't want to be putting disinformation out there. I'm coming at you with facts right now, okay? right? And you can't argue with facts. So don't fucking bitch in my comments at me about this. I'm telling you all straight now, because I will bite back at this point, because I am not trying to put disinformation out there. I'm trying to put the damn truth out there, and that's why I'm working on debunking a hell of a lot. That's why we're keeping an eye on these numbers right there on the screen. Yeah? So if, you know, like I say, don't fucking come to me, right, seeking a fucking, I'm going to block your ass. It's as simple as that. I'm going to block your ass. Right? If you're going to come to me and you really want to be helpful, and we need people from all around the world, we need people from all around the world, right? Because this is a global thing. If you see something, and it's definitely true, and you've got the facts to back it up, send it me. If you've got something that you've debunked and it's clearly fake, send it me. Okay? Let's get the truth out there. Let's all work together. This is a team effort, okay? Right. I'm going to leave that there, you guys. I wish you all the best. Bye for now.